cut out. Okay, let me see. Ugh. Come on, I still have one more story to do. Alright, can you like hurry up? I'm trying to go on my page. Okay, let's see when I'm back. Great. Oh, so I'm unstable. I already know what I'm like relabeling. Oh. So it just restarted another like view stream. Yes. Let me update titles. Part 2 updates. Okay, so this is annoying. Let me go on Twitch and reload Twitch. So it just restarted. Well, welcome back. Okay, so Twitch is still going. Alright, whatever. Alright, so let's get back to this. Alright, so people are dragging him saying that, you know, Drake was all over, you know, streaming. He had so much sales. So now it's like, you know, just because someone else is doing well, like he's just salty. And this was a very dramatic response to this diss track being successful. I was going to, so I'm going to make the comparison. I just think of when Kesha was trying to get out from Sony, and again, very, very different levels, like definitely apples to oranges, but I just think it's interesting how I haven't really seen, like, from the music space, because people talked about Kesha, like other artists weighed in, and you would think with something as serious as that, you know, not that they shouldn't weigh in, but you know, you don't want to say something wrong, especially when it comes to sexual assault. But then this, like, nobody's really coming out and saying anything towards Drake or towards Kendrick. So I just think I think that's interesting on the industry level. I have seen some LinkedIn posts, but I'm talking about like mainstream discussion, but maybe I'm just not following it. So now, the last story of the evening. What's his name? Daniel Penny, acquitted in NYC's subway chokehold, will join Trump's suite. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, he just looks evil. He looks like the kid in a group project that like doesn't do anything and takes all the credit. Oh, what's this? Sorry, that was a cool photo. It got my attention. Okay. Military veteran who choked an agitated subway rider. His name is Jordan Neely. Has been invited to... That is actually... Okay, so this was in 2023. Is this a link to a previous article? Okay, good. Let's go over what happened, because I remember reading this last year. What is this article? Is mourned. Let's go. Okay. Yes, I remember protests. Oh, wow. This was May in 2023. Okay. I feel like it was late last year. Like, I don't remember May, but clearly I'm wrong. Okay, so man who'd been shouting died after fellow riders tackled him and one put him in a chokehold. Okay, died from compression of the neck. Really, really sad. So I have seen videos of him being an impersonator. He was yelling on the F train, yelling and pacing back and forth on the F train when he was restrained by 3 people, including a U.S. Marine veteran who pulled one arm tightly behind his neck. Video of the altercation was posted online by a freelance journalist. showed the man lying beneath Neely, holding him in a headlock position for several minutes as Neely tried to and failed to break free, pinned Neely's arms while a third person held down his shoulder. It is unclear why the group moved to restrain him, and he lost consciousness during the struggle. EMTs and police arrived. He was pronounced dead. The 24-year-old Marine veteran who appeared to be white was taken in. Whoa! This dude is my age. I thought he was like 28. Like, I'm not calling him old, but like all these guys my age murdering people, like what is going on? The medical homicide. So I just don't understand. I understand three people needing to restrain someone, but why are you holding him? Hold him down, restrain him, but chokehold? No, you don't need to be doing that. All right, I will donate. Like, just not now. He embodied. Okay, so. Alright, I don't really. If this is just about. I don't really care that he was invited to Trump's. Whatever. Okay, Jordan. I'm gonna search for Jordan Neely. I'm not gonna search for his murderer. So this was him. Okay, so he was, I think, 30. Yeah, 30-year-old homeless man killed. Wow. Why he restrained. Alright, let's hear it from the source. Not that I care about this man. But why did he feel the need to do that? If I let him go and an incoming train comes, he's running away, pushes someone onto the tracks. Is part of the reason why I did what I did in the way that I did it. So I feel like he wanted him to pass out, like Penny. He did not testify. He was concerned about his. I'm on the ground with him. I'm on my back in a very vulnerable position. If I would have just let him go, I'm on my back now. He can turn around and just start doing what he said to me. Killing, hurting. Okay. I'm not saying he's valid, but like I understand being in a compromised position. They heard Neely say he was willing to go to jail for life but did not testify. They heard him say he would kill. Okay. So, it was May 1st. Okay, so witnesses thanked him. So I wonder, is there video? Like, I know what he did, but what did he do? I want to know what happened. Okay. Let's read about and let's talk about Jordan Neely, the victim. And this is a much larger conversation needs to be had about homelessness, mental illness, substance abuse, and people just comment on symptoms. Now, I'm sure, do people want, like, do I think that Daniel Penny wanted to kill, like, woke up that day and was like, I'm gonna kill a homeless person? Like, I'm sure he did not. But defending, even if a situation comes where you need to defend yourself or others, there's no reason just because you think he's homeless, just because or I'm not saying he thought, but like I feel like people are like, oh well, he was homeless, like Jordan was homeless, and he was, he must have done something. Like, I'm like, okay, something definitely happened that multiple people are trying to restrain him, but too far. Aw, such an adorable little boy. So he was an entertainer. He was homeless, mental health crisis. See, I used to live in Boston, and I I remember this so clearly, like not with Jordan, but this woman, I didn't really make eye contact, but like I could tell she was looking at me. She like came from across the subway car, sat next to me, and starts yelling at me like she's, I forget if it's Danny or Daniel, like she's like yelling at me. She's like, leave me alone and da da, and like then I was like, okay, like she's like not gonna respond. Like if she started hitting me, I don't know what I would have done, but she was just there yelling at me. And when like I just disgusting. 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 Oh, 14-year-old Neely. Oh, his mother was, but her boyfriend had blocked him from entering their bedroom. Christy had been murdered. Oh no. In a suitcase. Oh my gosh, that's awful. Also, before I finish this stream, femicide absolutely needs to be written into law. Like, anytime I hear a case of femicide, I am so, like, I guess my blood boils, but like, I feel enraged. Like, now convicted murderer, sure, but I feel like these men are not scared enough because they keep doing it. They keep doing it. I don't know why. Sure, it's good to have awareness, but why have we normalized men murdering women? Like, I don't get it. Like, they need to be. Is the term castrated? Like, if I was president, I would literally sign that into law. Like, femicide, castration. Castration. And painful. Like, anesthesia. I don't really care about making, like, a public spectacle. Like, I'm not going to bring you down to the square. But, like, you are absolutely going to be castrated. Because femicide is, like, to me, it's, like, this, like, weird like, toxic masculine, like, symptom, or I feel like toxic masculinity has something to do with it. Ugh. Gosh, sorry, not to go on a tangent, but, like, who do you think you are to murder? I just don't understand why men love women to date them, but like end up murder, like, and married husbands with their wives too. I miss my oh 14 is so young. Wow, I'm in awe. Like, that's such a rough life to lose your mother that young. Like, I'm literally about to start crying. Like, he didn't have a chance. Oh. So, I think I'm gonna end it here, but this is just so. Like, I'm not saying that everyone, as someone, and that's not the only instance of, like, my example of the woman yelling at me in the subway. Like, I remember walking through a mall in Boston, and this man, oh my gosh, I remember him walking down the stairs. I'm like, oh, I'm free. And then as I'm coming to the stairs, he walks back up, and I remember him talking about, you owe me $20, and I just hear his voice getting closer and closer. I'm like, not running because I don't want him to start running, but I just start speed walking. But again, I am not doing anything to escalate. There was no one around. I just knew I had to be as far as possible. But there's just no way, even if he's being violent, there's plenty, as someone who regularly goes to the city, to New York City, there are plenty of NYPD around. Of course, if you're in the train moving, You know, there's not always going to be NYPD in your car. But for 6 minutes, I'm curious if there's any stop or any two stops that are 6 minutes apart travel time. Because 6 minutes, you should be able to locate or like leave the car, locate and get some help. So I don't understand why he was not guilty. That's just really... So they were deadlocked. Ugh. No way. And it was just 4 years in prison. Lucky. He's lucky, this guy. Good. I'm glad people are protesting. Well, oh, this is the video. Okay, so sorry, sensitive, I'm not going to search for it. See? So he's on his back. That's Jordan. And that's another person. But, like, why are you... I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel like if I were to see this without any context, I'd be like, okay, like, clearly they're stopping him. But once he passed out... Oh. Wait. Oh, sorry, there's no audio.
I miss my son. It hurts.
This video of Penny putting Neely in a chokehold for 6 minutes going viral. His defense team had argued at trial Penny didn't cause Neely's death, placing blame instead on a genetic condition, his struggles with mental illness and alleged drug use.
When you have someone repeatedly going through that system, that's a signature of failure.
The judge tossed out the top charge of manslaughter on Friday and sent jurors home after they said they were hopelessly deadlocked, returning today to deliberate for just a few hours on the lesser charge of criminally negligent homicide. The DA's office saying in a statement, quote, "The jury has now spoken. We respect their verdict." Laura Jarrett, NBC News.
Sorry, I know I said I was going to end, but these are the stories on this week's Wait a Minute, What Are You Talking About episode. Just a lot has been going on in December. A lot. I'm hoping, 2024 in my personal life was really, I went through something this summer and it was so, it was awful. It was such a difficult thing to go through. And then now I feel like with the election, I'm just kind of going through a really down period, but just for different reasons. And it's just bad news after bad news. And there's some good. I need to look at the positive too. But thank you for tuning in. And I can't wait to see. I shouldn't even say that. I can't wait to see. I'm going to look into some more positive stories because I feel like, I kind of don't want to be just covering bad stuff. But next week, I'm going to try and make this a weekly thing. I think Friday nights I'm going to try and do for Wait a Minute. So wait a week for Wait a Minute.